You know, in every person's financial journey, there's a moment, a point where everything just shifts. One day, it feels like you're spinning your wheels, making no progress at all, and the next, suddenly, your money is working harder than you are. This isn't magic, it's pure mathematics, and there are 3 specific milestones where this incredible transformation really takes hold.
So let me ask you, my friend, how do you think wealth really grows? Do you picture it as a straight, steady line just climbing predictably upwards? A lot of people do, but that's not how it works, not at all.
We tend to think, okay, for every dollar I save, I'm $1 closer to my goal. It seems logical, but that misses the most powerful part of the equation when you invest. The reality is, your net worth doesn't just add up, it compounds. It doesn't grow in a straight line, it curves upward, exponentially.
The best way to picture it? Think of a tiny snowball at the top of a vast snowy mountain. At first, it's small. It rolls slowly, picking up just a little bit of snow. It's almost unnoticeable. But as it keeps rolling, it gets bigger and it starts moving faster until it becomes this massive, unstoppable force. So let's talk about how to pack that first critical snowball.
All right, this is it, the foundation. This is the part that requires the most discipline, the most patience. And honestly, this is the part where most people give up, usually right before the real magic is about to begin.
The first major tipping point, the core of our snowball, happens at $100,000. Now, you might look at that number and think, okay, that's just 10% of the way to $1 million. But that's where you'd be completely wrong. And I'm going to show you exactly why.
Let's just imagine for a second. You invest a steady $500 every single month. And let's be conservative, assuming a 7% average annual return. It's going to take you about 7 years and 9 months to hit that first 100 grand. I know that sounds like a long time, but my friend, that time is going to pass anyway. The question is, what will you have to show for it? But here's where it gets really interesting. Let's look inside that $100,000. Of that amount, you only put in about $46,000 of your own hard-earned money. The other $54,000, that is pure investment growth. Your money made that money. Think about that for a second. You've already reached a point where your investments are contributing more than you are. Your money is officially working harder than you.
So this is the crucial takeaway. When you hit this number, you have to understand it. You've done more than just save money. You have built the foundation. You've done the heavy lifting. You have just completed the absolute hardest part of the entire journey. From here on out, that snowball really starts to pick up speed.
Now we move into phase 2, and this is where things get really exciting. This is where compound interest stops being some theory in a book and starts becoming a powerful, tangible force in your life. The momentum truly begins to build. Just remember, that first 100,000 took almost 8 long years. But now look at this. To get the next 100,000, to double it to 200,000, it only takes about 5 more years. To double it again to 400,000, another 5 years. And then it gets even faster, just 4 more years to hit 600,000. Do you see what's happening? The time it takes to add huge sums of wealth is shrinking dramatically. And all this acceleration brings us to our second major tipping point. This one happens right around the $650,000 mark. And this, my friend, is where building wealth stops being just an abstract number on a screen and starts changing the very fabric of your life.
So why this specific number? Well, with $650,000 invested, assuming a historical average return of around 8%, that could generate about $52,000 a year in passive income. That is a substantial salary, earned without you having to trade a single hour of your time for it. Your assets are now generating a paycheck of their own.
And this isn't about luxury. It's about something far more valuable, options. It's about the freedom to choose. The freedom to take a calculated risk and start that business you've always dreamed of. The freedom to learn a new skill, to invest in yourself, to travel. You get to design your life according to your values, not just the demands of your bank account. That is real wealth.
And this freedom, this power of choice, leads us directly to the final milestone.
And this one isn't just a financial shift, it's a profound psychological transformation. I'm talking about the 7-figure mark, reaching your first $1 million. In our little journey here, this happens around year 29. And when you cross this threshold, something in your mind changes. Forever. You feel this overwhelming sense of validation. You realize that this whole path, the discipline, the consistency, it actually works. It's not some fantasy reserved for the lucky few. You've proven that a regular person with focus and patience can absolutely achieve it. And let me tell you, that is a massive psychological unlock.
And from this point on, the math just becomes ridiculous, in your favor. To get from 1 million to 1.5 million, your money needs to grow by 50%. But to get from 1.5 to 2 million, you only need 33% growth on that new, larger total. The snowball is so huge now that even smaller percentage gains create massive increases in your wealth. Each million after the first one comes faster and faster, as long as the discipline remains.
So, there it is. 3 distinct tipping points that transform your financial life from a slow crawl into an unstoppable force. The path is clear. The mathematics do not lie.
The only question that remains is for you, my friend. Time will pass, no matter what we do. 29 years from now, you will arrive in the future. The question is, will the person you are then look back and thank the person you are today? Or will you be left wondering what could have been? The choice is yours.
Like, share, subscribe to The Wise Cut, and comment your views.